In this video, we're going to create a ring out of this solid chunk of bellow opal. This is a really nice like purple and blue color, and the opalescence is more of like a blue and green, and that really ties together nicely. But what we're going to do is cut down from the top of this piece of opal, and when we do that, the face of the ring will actually be made from this column structure you can see in the side here. And that's going to give a pretty crazy vibrant look whenever we actually get it polished up. And I just wet it so that you'll get that look of what the final polish will actually look like, just for a little reference there. To cut the opal, we're going to use two different diamond drill bits, one for the outside circumference and one for the inside circumference. To take pressure off the piece while I'm drilling, I use popsicle sticks on the side and bottom. So I just was thinking about this for a long time, whether or not to do the outside circumference or the inside first, and I decided on the inside because if I did the outside, I'd have to open the vise up and take out the extra opal and then reset it on that small circle that I cut. I think this is just going to make it a lot simpler and faster because, as you can tell, drilling this is a slow process of a low RPM drill and applying water to clear it out and keep it cool. It took about 4 minutes to do the inside cut, but now we're going to do the outside cut with the larger drill bit, and once we're done with that, we're going to have our ring blank. Now that the ring blank is done, we can go ahead and sand it up and get a uniform shape here. I knew it was going to need to be sanded a lot just because of the size of it, but I need to go and shorten the width there, and I also need to make sure it's a uniform thickness. Now that we've sanded to a good shape, we're ready to turn it on the lathe. So we're going to take our tungsten rougher just to flatten the face, and then we're going to come back later with sandpaper to do more shaping and polishing. We've made progress on the ring, but this ceramic dulls the tungsten very quickly, so we have to take a break to sharpen it on a diamond lap. Now that we got the face pretty flush, we're going to go ahead and wet sand. We're going to do about 10 different grits of sandpaper from 100 up to 14,000 so that we get a nice polish on this. "20 minutes later, the outside of the ring is totally done, so we can take it off of this mandrel and do the inside. It's a good idea to wrap the outside of your ring with some thin masking tape before you put it in the chuck. It gives a lot better grip and also protects it from the teeth. We're going to start by sanding the sides of the ring with the goal of creating a bevel that feeds to the inside. And we're going to do this with that same wet sanding process we started on the outside of the band. We've got a great polish on this side of the band, but we're only halfway done with the inside. So we're going to take it out of the chuck and do the same thing to the other side. The ring is finally done, so what we're going to do now is take it out of the chuck and give it a quick cleaning so we can see how well it shines. I've wanted to try to make a ring out of a solid piece of opal for a pretty long time now, but I was always hesitant because I was worried about how fragile it'd be, but I was actually really surprised at how this stuff stood up to how much stress I put on it. The green, purple, and blue on this thing are totally mesmerizing, and I was actually really satisfied with the way it came out with the feel on your finger. It's comfortable, it's actually not too wide. I was worried it was going to be a little too wide, but it looks even better when you take it outside and put it in direct sunlight. So I'm going to be giving this ring away, and if you want it, all you have to do is leave a comment on this video, and if you like the video, please like, please subscribe, I really appreciate it. A couple of other things, I'm going to plan on doing these weekly now. I know it's been about 10 months since I put a video out, life is complicated, but I'm going to be doing them weekly now, so I really appreciate you watching.